Well guys, the Tahoe is back on the road, and that's what this video is about. If you watched previously, we had some trail damage, which I thought was trail damage, but was really linked to a prior issue that was probably there for quite some time that just kind of finally showed itself on the trail. So the truck is back running. It's got new wheels, it's got some new lights, it's got some new things, and it's got coilovers, so no more torsion bars. So in this video, I'm going to show y'all what happened and the continued evolution of the GMT800 and some products to come ahead very soon from KnightDriveTV just for this platform. So stick around, you're watching KnightDriveTV.
I always wanted to build fast cars, so self-taught I started with engine swaps, composites in my apartment, to multiple shops, tuning, fabrication, and more. 10 years later, the big time, SEMA, Speed TV, I climbed from nothing, but I lost it all. This is my new ride, KnightDriveTV.
Drivers and drive vets.
Alrighty, so we are heading down the trail. Yes, we are in the Tahoe. So thank you for clicking on the video, guys. We're going to do a little update here if we don't run out of daylight here on the Tahoe situation. If you follow the Tahoe and the GMT800s on this channel, you can see that that is pulled through the frame, and that is one of the mounting bolts for the steering box. So these are our mounting bolts for the steering box, and you can see that this one, there's a bit of angle here, but back here is the problem. You can see it's fully punched through. Well guys, we're above Las Vegas, and we're in a winter wonderland. We've had a lot of that. We just came back from Colorado, and we were in Durango, Colorado in a cabin, and I have that video coming. I'm not sure how many people want to see it. It was kind of our Christmas, what we did. I took the other Suburban, and it was a lot of getting stuck in the snow. It was a great experience. We were on the train. We took a steam engine up around to Cascade Canyon and whatnot. It was a great experience. So I'll have that video up. I don't know if you want to watch it, but it probably is coming. So on to the Tahoe. High elevation. So on to the Tahoe. What ended up happening was the prior owner, whoever had this, they didn't have one of the bolts of the three, and it's a triangulated pattern. The top bolt was gone, so it was basically work fatiguing itself until it pulled through, broke the mounts and everything. So I'm going to show you this part of the video here first. Basically where we reattached it, did some repairs. I'm not going to be overly extensive with that. It's not a how-to video, but I'm just going to show you we did repair that, get everything back on, and then I put on the Atomic Fab coilovers in the front for a truck with a lift kit. And so I'm going to kind of talk about that a little bit. Obviously it's sitting on it now. I've gotten everything adjusted. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I feel, but check out the repair and the installation of the coilovers first. So this is where you're chalking. Pow! The fender well out of the way. So I'm going to 3D scan to kind of pick up what metal we have here, and then what potential interface points I have. And I'm going to kind of design something that fits into here, so you're going to want to check that out ahead. Alright guys, so we are going to 3D scan the fender, and obviously I'm doing that because I'm already doing this repair. Handheld HD scan works a lot better. So that guide bar on the left kind of tells me the distance that I want to be from everything. And then we're going to kind of just move this. See, you can see I'm getting too far. So I have to be very careful to stay very parallel and very coordinated. And that's the tough part about the handheld scan. So I think we're good here. I'm going to go ahead and try. Let's see, maybe I'll start over here. Let's start right here. And then see how much we can get. And obviously I'm monitoring that bar on the left. That's what I want. Top here. So I'm kind of cross-checking in this area, and then I'm looking on the screen and trying to compare basically to make sure I kind of have the key points that I think maybe I can mount. I wanted to save what I had before risking it by trying to continue with another scan, which will fill in more data that's possibly missing. So it's going to look for, okay, so it's quickly found itself. It hates that area. So the one area we missed, I'm going to kind of move up into that area now. And we're kind of going to get this extra that we didn't get. Let me back up. You'll see we're picking up a few little holes, just some small things. I think we've done much better. I think we've done much better on that and really gained a lot of good solid data, so I think we have a really good image now. Again, I'm just looking over, yeah, so we have this button here, which is right here, and then we're getting into the bumper region, so we definitely don't need anything there. This here is this area right here, so we're definitely good there. And you can see we have a really good scan of all the metal features in here, and then the open area. So I mean, we've got good hole locations. It looks like on the frame we've got nice identifying marks, holes. So let's get back to getting the steering box out and doing that repair. So this is going to be a bit of a fix, and it's probably not going to be as ideal as I'd want it to be if the engine bay were empty. So just going to have to do the best we can. Alright, so he's complaining about this luxurious chair that I have. Alright, so we got to get this done because the HOA is upset.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Oh jeez. Try and get it welded. We're in the middle of that, and it actually rained in Vegas today, so we're battling rain. He's made a lot. Now, Zach, you may not know, but in what Jurassic Park movie was it?
The reboot, Jurassic World.
Okay, so what did you do
I did like actual stuff for the Velociraptors.
Oh,
they had these little harnesses that went around their mouth.
Oh, really?
They had a bunch of shipping containers, and we built doors and door frames for the shipping containers where the Velociraptors were held.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he welded that all up. So he got miles of MIG. Miles and miles of MIG. Here's a picture of the first day that Zach ever MIG welded in Andover Court.
It's just everything. It's a weird angle.
Weird
but
angle.
I mean, I welded it, you know, grabbed it.
Yeah. Ready. Well, we're in the Tahoe. It is complete.
Oh, I think it's awesome back here. I mean, I don't know, dude, it dead ends. I don't know how many people come back here.
You happen to know what elevation we're at back here?
No, I'm not sure. I really don't. If I had to guess, I'd probably say maybe 6,000. It climbs up, I mean, it gets narrow and it climbs up. It does some switchbacks and stuff. I had to back out of it, but I mean, we can drive up it a good bit just so you can get a vantage point. I mean, it might be snowy, so I mean, well, I guess we'll just see.
So yeah, everything came back together. My first kind of ride test on it was with the collars, pretty much just no preload on the spring whatsoever, and the front end was really bouncy. It felt like it didn't have enough spring rate. So I went ahead and cranked those a bit, put more preload into it. Right now I'm on 5 compression and 3 rebound in the damper settings, and I do have a bit of preload there, about 2.5 inches, the collar's down from the top thread, and obviously this is for the lift kit, so it comes with an extra bracket at the bottom, but overall I can say that my experience on the street is that now it's like 2 different vehicles. The front end hits bumps and I'm like, okay, that's a new truck, that's nice. Then the back end hits the bump and I'm like, oh, that's like an old pickup truck with a solid axle. So, you know, it's the IFS solid axle battle. Obviously you love to have a solid axle for the articulation, but man, the IFS rides really well in these coilovers. While they're not really set up for, you know, you're not gonna be, you know, doing whoops at 60 miles an hour. They don't have remote reservoirs. They're not really set up for that, but I will say that they give me a lot more steering confidence, a lot more contact with the ground. I feel like the front wheels are much more in control than they were. So I really do like the setup. I'm gonna test it some more, but I seem to be, I feel pretty happy at this point. So hold off on a little bit more of a long-term review and what I think about those, but overall the installation's super easy. We didn't really have any issues other than a little bit of access on the driver's side when you go behind the frame rail, but otherwise everything installed really well. And so then, of course, I hate chrome wheels. The wheels that came on that truck came with it when I bought it, so I replaced it with these. I saw them. I love the darker bronze on white. I think it really, the dish, it just reminds me of TE37s on cars. So I really like them. And Josh likes them too. So I think he's going to be scoping out my wheels. But speaking of Josh, for you folks who have followed the channel since his Suburban was red and pretty much stock, he has done some things. And obviously he's lit it up like a side-by-side, but you know, you could definitely see him coming, and that's good because I don't have any lights yet. I have them, but I haven't put them on. So you can see he changed the color.
Day 265 of the Paint My Big Giant Suburban with Rustoleum roll-on paint challenge. So got out here probably about noon. This thing was dead. There's my wife. Hi. Tried charging it. It's kind of just stuck here. I'm not pushing it up there. It's not gonna happen. She's a personal trainer, and if she can't do it, who's gonna do it? Not me. So, well, I'm gonna start mixing some paint and start throwing some paint on here. I think she would have stopped and got me a smoothie or something, but no. No smoothies for you, Daddy. No smoothies.
He went with a Rustoleum almond, and he hated it.
Oh, I hated it. It was quite an ordeal.
He hated it.
I just kept seeing all that Tacoma.
Yeah.
I just see that Tacoma color a lot. It almost drove me to drinking that flat dark earth.
Yeah.
You see it a lot, and then when I first painted it, it was just a big change from the burgundy. But
yeah. But you've grown to like it.
Oh yeah, I really like it now. And like in the snow, it really looks. I think it really looks bad.
I love the standout in the snow and stuff like that. So he's added some poles. Let me give you a quick run that beautiful memory footage. Basically, the thing I wanted to tell everybody about GMT800, guys, is yes, while I was doing the repairs with the Atomic Fab coilovers, Josh and I obviously had went to SEMA and we explored a few different vehicles that I kind of took as inspiration for products that I want to make for these.
We need some new lights.
Yeah, so
we need something.
Since I did something for Corvette, I don't know if you'll know what it is. They will be coming. I will prototype them and we'll see what happens. But we did take some inspiration from a few different vehicles in SEMA, as is common for what I do. I go through SEMA, I kind of look at the new stuff, the trendy stuff, see if I can apply it to something older. So I've 3D scanned the outside here, and I'm gonna, I'm really targeting a few products, and I'm gonna do some prototyping here, guys. So if you're not subscribing to the channel yet, you should be. If you've got this front end, obviously this is the front end I'm gonna be working on. definitely throw a sub and follow what I'm going to do, because I have some ideas, some things that I can see in my mind. I have to see if I can implement them, but it should be pretty cool looking, and we're going to definitely be prototyping them and putting them on these vehicles. So I'm targeting a lot better looking light output. I want some more functions. I want some perimeter lighting, and I have some things in the fender well I'm going to do. So lots ahead, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. It was just a quick one, but I wanted to give you an update on KnightDriveTV in 2022. Obviously I focused mostly on Corvette with products, but that is changing. So that's about it, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.